Hey everybody, Shay here for another unboxing video because I'm on a roll. I'm clearing through the stack of cardboard boxes that have been up in that corner. The last two left over. Well, this is the third one right here. I don't know which one this is either because there's no label on the box. But the last two are massive boxes, so I'm going to save those for a completely different day. So you'll of course know what this one is already because of the title of this video. I'm going to get to opening this one right now. As you can see, the size of the box is, it's moderate. And so let's find out. Now I'm kind of there's one in particular that I'm looking forward to opening, which is, well, I don't want to say it because it might be wrong and then it won't matter. The box is full of popcorn fluffies. Is it what I think it is? What? Oh my god. Okay. I think okay, well, it's thematically appropriate because I just recorded the unboxing video to Aeon's End and Aeon's End War Eternal. So it looks like I did back more Aeon's End. I would that apostrophe kills me every time to say this, but it looks like I got some more Aeon's End stuff. So I'll go check out that page in a second. Maybe I should do that now. I mean, which one is this? I don't even know what to look up. So no, I can't do that now. Hold on. This is long. Okay, hold on. What is happening? I don't know, but look at this. This is the length of the box. So Aeon's End Legacy. Ooh, it's a heavy one. All right, so let's put this aside. Let me look this up. And that was definitely awkward because it was on the list of my past campaigns that I backed, and oops, I didn't catch it. So look at this one. So this one went up again. This one came out, let's see real quick if I scroll right to the bottom here. So a year after the War Eternal. This one came out because War Eternal came out in 2017. So it looks like every year there's an extra game for this. And whew. So 2018, we got an increase of backers again. Now you can see it's at 600,000, so it's getting closer to 1 million. I don't know where these eventually got to. We can check real quick. I can go to Travis. Let's go to Travis here. Let's go to his page. I know I went to it, but I wasn't really paying attention to the stuff on the list, except that I didn't back it. So right here, we got 4,000 backers here for Outcasts. We had the New Age, and there's Legacy. So I did get Legacy. Oh, I did say at one point I thought I got one of them, didn't I? So we got the New Age here. New Age. Okay, got to just over 500,000. This is a 2019er, and Outcast just happened and it got to 500,000. So it looks like things are plateauing in terms of funding, maybe because there's too many of them. And the last two unboxings, it's a robust game. There's a lot of stuff in it, a lot of variety, a lot of replayability from the looks of it. So maybe, yeah, it's getting overwhelming or something. I don't know. But here's the Legacy board. Now this is a longer box than the other two, which are more like square boxes. They're maybe 2/3 of this. So what is in this thing? The new chapter begins. What did I get, by the way? So I got one copy of Aeon and Legacy, of course. Add $25 for the reset pack. I don't have anything else in this box, so this is it. If it's not in this box, I didn't get it. So look at that. I got that 2 years ago. Estimated delivery. These tend to have always been on time, and I will say, like, it's been a good turnaround for these for sure. Okay, so Legacy. What do we have here? Action Phase Games released the critically acclaimed cooperative deck building game Aeon's End last year. Indie boards and cards and Action Phase Games. Oh, that is a company name. And then this is released the exciting standalone expansion. We got War Eternal. This year we are excited to grow the universe with Aeon's End Legacy. A standalone game again that also expands on previous Aeon End content. Now I so far I love that about this IP is the fact that you can just get one and you're good to go. You don't need the other ones, but if you had the other ones, you enhance it. So look at this. So it's a full campaign where you'll build your characters over multiple chapters, fighting increasingly powerful nemesis to defend Gravehold, the last bastion of humanity. At the end of each game, you will choose new upgrades for your character and more powerful player cards to add to the market. At the end of the campaign, you'll have unique characters, a new nemesis, new player cards, and new basic nemesis cards that you can play with indefinitely and or play with all the other Aeon's End content released. If you would like to play the campaign again, we also offer a reset pack. Okay, so the reset pack is for this. So this is more like Gloomhaven. Maybe it got inspiration from Gloomhaven, and then of course I see something like Gravehold, and that instantly brought me back to Gloomhaven just because of the name. Okay, so let's take a look at what was in here just from a snapshot point of view. We got 4 double-sided mage mats. Is this what's in here? What's in the box? Yeah. Player cards. We got 7 chapters of Nemesis. So this is like, it's more like a story arc. That's pretty cool. That's what Gloomhaven sort of is. You have your plot. I wonder if there's like unlockables. That's what I kind of got from that read up there. So I'm assuming that's where it's gonna go. We've got some extra Nemesis cards. Now I can kind of speed through a lot of this because we've already looked at it in the other unboxings. Got Buried Secrets expansion, which is this. It actually came as a box, as opposed to like a fold out that you'd have to kind of organize the cards into. I didn't end up doing that. I was reorganizing the other boxes. I'm like, I don't know, I'm just gonna play all of this together anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me that it's a separate box, you know. Once again, as I said before, this Ratto channel, highly recommended. You can see him run through the games. He'll go through the mechanics very carefully. He's very good at it. He does top 10 board game lists and stuff like that. I haven't watched him for a long time just because my wallet was hurting. But I highly recommend this channel. It's very informative. So I'm gonna leave that there. Let's see, playtest reviews. So we got fun. We got some promo cards here. I do like this. This is what kind of always makes me fold when it comes to, do I get it or do I just wait till I go to a convention or something and then I'll just splurge when I'm at the convention. But it's always the exclusives. It can just be one card, you know what I mean? It can just be one extra Nemesis, one extra, like, and I'm like, but I want that. I want everything. Damn collector mindset. And so we got the promo cards, vacuum form inserts. I do feel like the last 2 boxes could have had better this. So I'm hoping to see that inside this box, better organization stuff. The first box in particular was not that good. Yeah. Second box was okay. It was decent. It was sufficient, is what I would say. Okay, we have a new gem here, new relic, just new item cards. We got some spells here. We got more gems. No extra character unlocked on this one. Oh, these aren't really about characters. This because it's all. I think this is. Yeah. Well, we'll get to it. New spell, new relic, card dividers. Sure. Kickstarter exclusive for card dividers. I feel like that should not be an exclusive because they're card dividers. For AE Wave Nemesis, I don't know. Maybe these can be extras in the future. I don't know, because that feels like it's something that just it helps with the organization of the stuff in the box, you know. Just my gut feeling right there. Okay, we have more gems, more spells, more gems, more spells. Because I don't know what any of this really means right now. We're gonna move forward. There were 3 tier, 2 basic Nemesis promos. I do like the idea of having extra potential challenges in the mix. Promo card, we have Banesire from the Man vs. Meeple Kickstarter. Don't know what that is, but with some crossover action happening here, because that'd be cool. More spells, thicker box. Jesus, a lot of stuff unlocked. Holy smokes. New spell, just okay, new relic, it doesn't matter. Okay, spells, okay. There's this stuff here, which I guess, right, because I already got these 2. This is where it started getting confusing to kind of get in on these, because I'm like, what did I get? Because I either didn't have them yet, they weren't shipped yet, or it's just I'm like, is this new? Is it redesigned? Yeah, so in any case, it was a bit I recall this backer getting through the process here to close this campaign. I think this one was tricky. I don't remember. It was so long ago now that I'm like, I don't know. It's a great review. Because I don't remember the actual experience. I should be doing these as they come here. Boom, do the unboxing within the month so that it's all fresh still, you know? They do a good job of kind of breaking it down like this because they'll have images and it helps you through it, you know? But, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, so we have the legacy there. Second, okay, boom, boom. We got these ones. Shipping. This is the other thing. Again, it was probably this campaign that started making me squeamish when I wasn't seeing shipping on the actual Kickstarter, because I know it would have to go into the back kit, but then it was a variable, like you didn't know what you were paying. Now it was okay, especially for the weight of this. I'd have to say I probably if I because I don't remember what I paid. It says here, but there's you know, with one of these orders, I know that it got to my door. I think it was with the Turtles box, and that one was really bothersome because like that was a big company. Well, IDW, but you know what I'm saying. It's like I think it got to my door, and then I still paid duty on it. Like I still paid more money. I paid shipping, and then I paid more money at my door, and it was. I was paying, I think, in shipping, it was almost the price of the friggin' thing, right? So it's like, no, don't give me unknowns like that, you know? That's not what this is all about, right? Anyways, I'm derailing. In any case, this is a decent, it's a decent price. It's an American, so but it's a decent price considering the weight of this. Like I said, I paid this. I in some Kickstarters and Indiegogos for comics, I've paid this much money for a comic book, for a graphic novel. So. I'm not going to complain about shipping for a big box like this. Okay, so pledge managers will not be used. Okay, so that's probably maybe they got some bad feedback about the pledge manager because I was about to complain about it. Because I've had some negative experiences with pledge managers that get very convoluted, and then they kind of bury the shipping price and it's confusing. They sort of do it here. But in any case, you know, I scroll down and it's right here. Okay, we will not be using Pledge Manager. Scroll down. It is important that everyone know that we are not using Pledge Manager. That means you'll have to add to your pledge amount for the add-ons that you want before the project is completed. Yeah. So I think I pay the $65 US, but then if I wanted, for example, that extra, I added that based on the tracker up here. Based on the money here, and then you add it to your thing, and then boom, it goes into the log. And I think on the I wish I wasn't saying what my memory was because it's not good, but then I think it's like when you sign out, whatever the survey is, I think you confirm it. Yeah, then click your pledge, enter the new pledge, continue. This has to be done before the project ends. All right, so there's a lot of history here about the other different versions that existed. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to come and dig into this some more. And by all means, follow this creator if you're curious about these projects. As you've seen above, they keep offering the old sets if you want them. It'll get expensive, of course, but you're getting a lot of value. If you're into these board games in particular, you know that they can get up there, but the value you get is enormous. The replayability is enormous. And so if you can get in and then still get all the old stuff too, to increase your collection, you can. And because they seem to be doing this every year, if you miss one, maybe that's why I stopped backing them. I'm like, you know, I'm just going to catch up later because then I will just save on shipping, you know, because of the weight of the boxes. And if I'm going to pay a lot for a massive box, I might as well get, you know, the 3 years worth of stuff or 4 years worth of stuff is how I kind of see it. Okay, let's keep scrolling, see if anything new comes out of here so I can start to... Okay, so we got to the end of this. Let me close the screen. Let me go back to here. And let's get to it. Now, this first, see Aeons and Kickstarter. These are the Kickstarter exclusive and extra items. I am going to open this now because even though it's a Kickstarter exclusive, I've seen this dude so many times that I'm not entirely sure why it would be exclusive. Like this Rageborn, it was in the base set, and then of course I got the upgrade kit automatically. And so it gave me the upgraded card, which is this card. Now, I don't know why it's in here. I don't know why it's exclusive. Maybe it's like you don't have the original set. This is standalone, so you might only get this one. You might only get Legacy, but they'll give you the 2 original that came, because I think this guy was in the original box set as well. Prince of Gluttons. Yeah, I think I definitely remember saying Prince of Gluttons. So these, I guess, are exclusive to Legacy if you don't have the original set. And then the next 2 things here, we have the dividers here, which, great stuff. These are promos that are not compatible with the Aeons and Legacy campaign. These are promos that are not compatible? Alright, so there's a deck of cards, there's some extra cards in there. Maybe it's for the old, like, not the old, the kind of the other games that aren't particularly the adventure mode, I suppose. That's how I'm interpreting this right now. I'll find out in a second. We have Aeon's End Buried Secrets. So this one is... I can't read when the light is there. The destruction brought with it chaos and also hope in the form of powerful new tools discovered in its aftermath. Buried Secrets is an expansion for the cooperative deck building game Aeon's End. With this expansion features over 150 new player cards, new Nemesis cards, and new tokens. I cannot get enough of more enemies whose asses I can kick. So I'm all for it all the time. I can't wait to play this with people now. So there you go. So there's this. I am going to open it now. Before I open Legacy. Let's do this one now. Ooh, nice. So it has that feeling again, like I said. So they're keeping a consistent design on the surfaces. It's got that silk finish, that sort of soft. It's matte, but it's got that soft feel to it. I do love it. That's probably my favorite kind of cover texture at this point. It's very cool. Okay, so nice tight packaging in here. We got, we got turn order deck. At least that's what it says back here. I still need to learn more about all of this stuff, of course. We got some extra, poppy things, whatever they're called. More here for actions, to track actions and stuff like that. We have gems deck. There's probably other things in here too, another gem deck. So we got a turn deck, we got gem decks. So these are spells. It's likely a combination of stuff that they just stacked into that particular number. And I guess the Nemesis are in there, because they're definitely, I don't see them. So I guess the Nemesis cards is that they have the big card, which maybe dictates how their actions work, but they actually exist as cards. Maybe, I don't know. One day I'll find out. Now let's open up this box. Now this one has a pretty clean, minimalist. This has a pretty minimalist design. It's all black on the front, and on the back it's got the it's got a whole list of things that are in here. There you go, and right up right there. Add on here, I don't remember reading this on the Kickstarter page, but it says Aeon's End Legacy is unlike other Legacy games. It is a full campaign, a standalone game that can be replayed over and over again, and an expansion. So it works as multiple things. I think that comment there is relating to Gloomhaven, for those familiar with that, where Gloomhaven is a board game that actually evolves as you play it. You unlock things based on what happens. Some characters, they retire based on things that you do. And so by moving things along with the campaign, you actually unlock other aspects of the campaign, which are basically envelopes that you open as you clear certain things, and you get access to more of the board game as you play. So it's more of a dynamic kind of, it's a growing, and there's a term for it, I just forget it right now. But yeah, it kind of evolves with your play, and that's part of the experience. It costs a lot of money, but it's going to be hundreds of hours, especially if you have what I have, which is all the add-ons and stuff like that. So now I do know, I think I saw that on Kickstarter recently where stickers were removable, so that was like an add-on you could get. So I guess they're basically saying if you want to play it over again, you don't want to kind of put stickers on your map and permanently change the world, then you know, you'll have the stickies. But no, I'm all for it. I'm all for just buy the game again if you want to play it. Anyway, so here we go. We got Legacy's End. So we got another rule book. It's glossy. It's pretty good quality. Again, I like to say like the paper quality on these is generally very flimsy, but these ones have been consistently thick. Just a quick design. Look at the design on the inside. So just the gameplay, the setup. It's the standard kind of stuff. What everything means. And these are... they describe the main phases and turns, which, if I had to assume things, because I'm speculating again, the Nemesis cards, it's basically when this thing happens, then just follow the list, and it's a way to automate the Nemesis in play so that you can play against a non-player. I believe this is kind of seems like, again, without reading the rules, and I always do that because I like to get a gut impression of a game system before reading the rules, because it tells me something about whether or not it's going to be intuitive for if you bring new players to play the game. Are they going to be able to pick it up quickly, and are you going to be able to explain it quickly, just because there's like an intuitive connection with what the game is trying to do. So this does say turn order, and there's a gameplay rules casting phase. That's just quick. It teaches you the main phase, just this order of events. Okay, draw phase. It does feel like it has the phases do feel a little bit Magic the Gathering-ish, but again, I don't know how the context works in play because of the way the co-op works and the automated NPCs. But man, I'm curious. I really want to play this game. There's a a cheat sheet like all the other games I've had so far, which is great. Now these have these massive pop-outs. Do they have a back to them? No. What? Wait, what are these? Insight 4. Oh, damn. Okay, so these are your, I'm going to presume, these are the things you pop open as you clear certain things. You get insights, because these are tabs that will fold open. Because you can see the back here. They're not poppies. I'm just making up words. But these are all perforated or whatever it's called, and it does look like they're supposed to be popped open and reveal something. Insight 4, 3, 5. There's a whole stack of them here. So it looks like this is your campaign mode essentially, and as soon as you unlock it, it's just available in the game. Is how I kind of see this, again based on what I've read. And once it's available in the game, you just play it as if it's always available. Whoa, what are these? These are cool. Okay, hold on. Let's gather these. Wow, this is really good here. Let me, I always like to show this, although there's still some floating stuff. Let me pull out the floating stuff. So you got the 4 mages here. I do like, differentiate it with the color coding. It's just a designer thing that makes them pop out, and, you know, just color code them. I want the green, you know, you just play the green, even if you don't want to read anything. I like the color green, so you just go. Okay, so chapter 4, 6, 7, 2. Okay, so you have these envelopes. So how I was talking about for Gloomhaven, there's obviously some inspiration happening here in campaign mode. These are all, as you can see, sealed envelopes. Do not open until instructed. The piece of tape sealing that. So of course you could cheat, but I don't know why you would, because then why get the legacy version of the game? We got some health things and tabs and poppies and stuff like that. Okay, now we have, this is awesome. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. So this box right here is set up to be something that actually manages this stuff. Like, this is all tight. It's they use a plastic mold here, perfectly sized so that everything kind of fits in here, and it's easy to put away, easy to store. You have your breach spaces, now that I know what these look like and what they're supposed to be. We have a stop L front. I don't know, but we have these don't open sort of things, but it says stop L front. We have, what other ice? All of these are, this is the front of Stop IC Deck. I don't know where you put these, but they tell you exactly what they are. They're all the same. They're all sealed, and I presume once you start the game, you'll be able to know where that goes. Obviously, Stop E. These are all stop. Okay, I'm not gonna. There's no point showing them. I can't. There's nothing to show. I don't know what's in here. But this deck is the front stop. Yeah. So, okay, we do have these things for the extra 2. I guess there's some nemesis in this game. Okay, now we have these boxes. I mean, I want to open one because I don't know what they are, but there's 4 of them, A, B, C, D. I am going to open A, unless it's taped. If it's taped, I'm not going to do it. Okay, it's not. Are these without context? Okay, these are your, whatever's in here is these breaches. So these breaches will open and enter play. I mean, this is the rule. Oh, I see, the inserts are probably what I have to open. He has these things, which are change tokens. So they do have different things, and I'm not entirely sure. Without getting the context here, all I can guess, I don't know, everything is sealed, so this is definitely an adventure mode kind of game. I've shown everything, so that's it. It's these chapters right here. I presume so again, working on speculation here, you'd open chapter 1, and then chapter 1 would tell you what to do. It would tell you what to grab, what to set up. That's how I'm presuming this will work. I'll just watch the Ratto go through it, and I'll find out what this means. Again, these are the characters that are relevant to this particular set, this game. And it looks like, here, let me go through one card, because it's sort of, again, I'm going on the whole intuitive. Like, what does this feel like intuitively? Well, you see like the character sheet there, how it'll say like unlocks and chat. So you basically get to certain points, and then unlocks end of chapter 3, unlocks end of chapter 6. So as you progress through this these things, these chapters, you kind of progress your character. They get better, they get tweaked, and yeah. So these ones progress as opposed to the other breach mages that do not. So there you go. Yeah. So pretty much this single page here, I'm sure the book goes into more detail, but this single page here will basically tell you the steps you got to take. So it'll tell you here, stop 1A, and then you get these cards, and then you just move down the list. Go to 2, you just follow the instructions as you go. And so this single page is your setup. And then everyone is basically on the same page, and then it's how do you use the cards and how do you play the games and stuff like that. That'll be in the rule booklet. So there you go. There's Aeon's End Legacy and the expansion that came with this pack. I'm up to date to 2018, and it looks like at some point I'm gonna have to pick up the 2019 and 2020 box, just because. I will eventually read all these rules. I will eventually have people over. If this is a correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I read that this was and I did say that this was a 1 to 4 player game. Yes, yep. So this is a 1 to 4 player game, as can be seen down here. And so I will eventually read these rules and see what it's like to play single player. As long as I'm not compromising and opening envelopes like something like this. This I might want to play with a group of people, but the base game and War Eternal, and I mean the expansions, whatever the case might be, I'll probably try to play that single player and see what it's like. If it's interesting to record and play, then I will do it, but I'm probably going to do a couple test rounds just to see how long does the game take. Does it say? I mean, each game takes about an hour. That's pretty good. So yeah, this would be fun to kind of figure out how to record it and just do a single player game and see how it goes. So maybe that'll come in the future. I don't know. I'm kind of randomly just doing things on this channel just to kind of explore options and have fun and just make stuff and talk. And this is kind of a record for me as much as it is for people who are interested in checking it out. This box feels so cool, but it's got like a scratch on it now. Anyways, I don't know if that was me or if that was probably me. In any case, I'm going to wrap this up. I will catch you in the next stack of videos. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.